Good afternoon, Leeds Geeks. My name is Eric Haig, and we are coming at you live from Fargo, North Dakota and Seattle, Washington, with the bald and beautiful Pete back from his vacation in Nicaragua. Today, we are doing incoming calls, and Jim is going to be answering them, the Jedi Master Jim. Jim's not having the best day today, and he's going to need to overcome his emotions, anger, and frustration and answer some challenging calls. So, Jim, why is this important today? Or Pete? Is it going to Pete?
Yeah, it's going to me. So thank you, Eric, for pointing out Jim's personal things, because that's good. And I was going to say that later. Not every day is a good day as an ISA, but that doesn't mean you don't need to put on a happy face when you take these calls, because you could be missing out on deals. So we'll see how Jim does, and we'll go over them quickly. Afterwards, we'll start off with Ryan first. These are going to be incoming calls that Jim is handling. Go ahead, Ryan.
Cool, thanks. Ring, ring.
Hatch Realty, this is Jim.
Jim, hey, hi. Gosh, I know so many people in my life named Jim. Gosh. Hey, I'm standing outside of 2101 Patriot Wind Circle. I'm just trying to, is there a chance I can get into that?
Yeah, let me just take a look. What was your name?
My first name's Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan. So, while I'm bringing that up, what's got you looking? What's motivating you?
I'm relocating work here from Detroit Lakes and then coming into Fargo now. So, it's trying to move the family, trying to get things ahead. My wife just says that I'm behind the eight ball all the time. So, of course, I dropped the ball on some of this, and she really wanted me to reach out. And so I drove into Fargo, a bit unplanned, and now I'm standing outside this address. I've done some open houses here and there, but yeah, this one really looks good. So, can you come out?
Yeah, I'm still pulling it up here, Ryan. I mean, what specifically about that one do you love?
The fact that it's a 3-stall garage, fenced-in backyard, and it looks like a nice neighborhood. So I'm really stoked that this might be the one for us.
Gotcha. So you said you're relocating from Detroit Lakes. What do you do?
I work for a technology company.
Oh, doing what?
Well, I actually do a lot of sales, inside sales stuff with the technology company. So I meet with a lot of other folks and chat about the awesome products and stuff that we have to offer. And gosh, there's this one speaker that I really like. It's always starting with somebody's why. His name is Simon Sinek, and I tell you what, it's a motivational type of video for me to look at, and I'm so excited for this opportunity now to relocate into Fargo, taking over a different region.
Yeah, definitely, that makes sense. So Ryan, I mean, when do you guys need to be in by?
Well, gosh, I start work already like next month. So we really need to get moving here, because I think I dropped the 8 ball on all this, planning.
Yeah, and I mean, do you guys have a house in Detroit Lakes, or are you renting out there? What were you doing?
Yep. We have a house in Detroit Lakes, and so yeah, we'll be getting out of that one now, and looking forward to the nice drive on Highway 10 into Fargo. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you don't want to be making that drive all the time, I'm guessing, huh?
No, definitely not. My wife's job is flexible and stuff, and the kids are at that age where you can still pluck them from a school and plug them back in somewhere else, and they'll be just fine.
Yeah, definitely. So Ryan, I mean, you're not kind of behind the 8 ball. Have you met with a bank yet?
No, haven't talked with a bank yet.
Gotcha. I mean, did you need a reduction? Are you working with one, or?
What, you got someone in mind that I can meet?
A lot of our clients have used a couple of them around the area. I can definitely, send you some recommendations for sure.
Oh, that'd be great.
I mean, yeah, ones that our clients have recommended that they've worked with.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like a good start.
We're going to pause it there. Ryan, if you want to go do a couple laps around the building while the other two guys go, because you were clicking your pen.
I know, and thank you for the heads up there. I need to not carry them with me when we're doing this. So thanks.
Or bring it down to maybe 1 or 2 cups of coffee before this.
Gotcha.
Good job putting on the happy face, Jim, and continuing the conversation with hi, Ryan. All right, Cody, we'll go with you next.
Ring.
Hatch Realty, this is Jim.
Jim, how you doing? Need somebody to let me into 1212 Main Street.
Yeah, who's this?
This is Cody.
Hey, Cody. So, yeah, you're looking at 1212 Main Street. What's going on?
Right outside of it, hoping somebody can open the door for me.
Yeah, what's going on, Cody? I mean, are you looking to buy or what's going on?
No, I was just hoping maybe I could set up a party in here. Hang out.
Well, I can't tell if you're serious, Cody, or what's going on.
Not at all. Need somebody to let me in.
Yeah, why?
Want to buy a place.
Okay, so what are you looking for, Cody?
Looking at this place.
Yeah, what about that place do you like?
2 bedrooms, good size, pretty decent square footage. I like the yard from what I can see. Fenced in, which is something I like, but would like to see what the back looks like.
Gotcha. So what about a fenced yard is important?
Say that one more time.
What about a fenced yard is important, Cody?
Don't like people very much.
Okay. Yeah, I like to keep my space from people too. I understand that. So, Cody, how when do you want to buy a house? How soon do you want to buy?
ASAP, pre-approved, 250.
Okay. What bank were you working with?
Bell.
Okay. Gotcha. Were you working with Justin over there? Who are you working with?
I was working with Greg.
Greg. Okay. Yeah. So you want to get into a place 250, 2 bedrooms, fenced yard. What else?
It's about the money. If you got anything with a nice sized garage, need some space to do some woodworking.
Gotcha. What kind of woodworking you do?
Mostly rough carpentry. Some excuse me, smaller projects like boats. Do a lot of work on guitars. Like chests. I do a lot of chests.
Okay. So yeah, you said boats. Are you doing like canoes or what kind of boats?
Yeah, I like to do mostly finishing work. I've never built one from scratch, though. I'd like to, if I had space where I could actually, get something up and get something in there, then I definitely would. But yeah.
Yeah, me and my brother built one once. Took about 9 months, and you need, gosh, about 20 by 40. I mean, you're gonna need a lot of space.
Yeah, that's as much space as we could get, unless you got something with a barn.
Okay. So I mean, what do you want to be kind of in the middle of the city, like on this main street, or where do you want to be?
I don't prefer it, but size of the house for the price, that's something I'm into.
Okay. Well, yeah, Cody. I mean, what's your schedule like as far as you're pre-approved? You're looking for 2 bedroom under 250, lots of space for woodworking. I mean, what's your schedule like as far as getting you into this place and seeing if there's some others that might fit your need?
Well, I'm standing outside it now. If you guys can't do now, once as soon as you could.
We do give the owner at least usually 6 to 12 hours notice. I mean, what are you doing this afternoon? So we go to the office and just take a look at some of them.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Well, Cody, do you know where my office is?
I do not.
All right, we're over on 42nd Street, 31st Avenue South, block south of Bethany Homes. You know where that's at?
Oh, okay, yeah, I know where that's at.
Okay, we'll pause it there. All right, Eric, you're last up.
Ring, ring.
Hatch Realty, this is Jim.
Hello. I have some questions about your listing on at 6261 58th Street South.
Yeah, who's this?
This is Eric.
Hey, Eric. So what questions do you have on that place?
I'm wondering if you can look up and tell me what the special assessments are on it.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds here. And so, Eric, while I'm doing that, what's got you curious about this place?
Well, it's the size I'm looking for, and it seems reasonably priced, but I'm worried about the special assessments that are on it. And I've looked at some of the lots, but the special assessments are not like fully on there. So I'm wondering if there's any more pending.
Gotcha. Yeah, so this one, there is some more pending on there. I mean, there's about 10,700 that are on there right now, and another pending of 10,700. Is there a certain amount you want to stay under, Eric?
250,000 for the home, the lot, and the special assessments. Everything cumulative needs to stay under 250,000.
Okay. And so what's got you curious to look? What's motivating you to want to buy?
Just want a place for my own, so that I can have the stability of having a home and investing in the equity and not throwing away money with rent and living with people next door and above me.
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, throwing away your money gets old really quick.
Yes. In The square footage, do you know how tall the ceilings are? It's vaulted in the pictures, and I'm just wondering, they're not too tall, are they? I don't want to waste the money heating space that I'm frankly not going to be in unless I'm on a step ladder.
Gotcha. No, that makes sense. And I mean, I think those ones are about 12 feet high. They look very similar to the ones that are in my house. So, I mean,
Have you
you want
built
to,
with this company before, this builder? Or do they make solid stuff at this price point?
yeah, I actually have a house very similar to this one.
Okay. And do you know what the annual taxes are on top of the special assessments and what the assessment installments are?
Let me take a look here. So because this is in construction, the special installments are pretty low, same as with the taxes.
Okay.
I would talk to your banker. Are you working with a bank yet, Eric?
Yes.
Okay, so they should be able to run the numbers. If I had to give a rough estimate, I would say the taxes are probably going to be around 2,400 a year, and I would say the specials are probably right around there as well. So
Okay.
we're probably looking at about $400 a month in payments between the two.
So $5,000 total every year. And do you know what the interest rate is on the special assessments?
They're variable. It just kind of depends on each assessment has its own interest rate if you look at your statement.
Okay. So are they variable based on what lot you purchase or what area you purchase, or do they vary as in they change every year on what interest they're?
They're variable on the project, meaning different projects have different interest rates. So
Do you know where I could call to find out what the interest rate is on this? Because I'm wondering if I should lump them up into my mortgage for a lower interest rate.
yeah, I would talk to your banker on that.
They would
So
be
I
able
mean,
to find that information
yeah,
out.
they should be able to pull the information. I mean, the assessor's office can get it for you. But I mean, so what was important about this one, Eric? I know you said that you wanted to quit throwing away your money.
Mhm.
What is it about this area that you liked?
The lots are small, so I won't waste time mowing the lawn or shoveling the sidewalks. A lot of people like corner lots, but I don't understand that because then you have two, sometimes three times as much sidewalk to shovel in the winter. And quite frankly, I don't want to spend the time to do that or pay someone to do that. But I do want at least a 1,800 square foot home, preferably one with efficient windows to prevent heating. And I would like most of the windows facing south. This
All
one,
right, that's good. Okay, so I'm gonna break the norm here a little bit. Instead of having each one of these guys do the review, I'm just gonna do the overall review. So my intention was actually, Jim, I had each one of these different folks. We're gonna give you the answer that they're working with a realtor. Only one of them actually was. The other one had a friend who was a realtor, and the other person hadn't signed any paperwork.
Mhm.
But the three of them played their roles well enough, and you are good enough ISA that there was a whole bunch of conversation before it even got to that point. So Cody was the only one that, because he was a high D, it went a little bit quicker. But you were getting ready to book the appointment, and you hadn't asked him the realtor question at all yet. So that definitely, it probably would have came up in the next minute or two. I was just trying to be conservative of time. But the point was figuring out that realtor question. And the reason for me is a lot of folks will say that they are working with a realtor, but that doesn't actually necessarily mean that they are. So it's just a matter of asking a few follow-up questions or figuring out if they've actually signed that paperwork. You handled the calls great, but it didn't have the intention of what I wanted. But that's really because that's more of a 10-minute, 11-minute question. And obviously, we're not going to sit on here for half an hour for each one of these calls. Side note, you did fantastic. As Eric mentioned, you were, it's been a rough day at the office, and you handled each one of those calls fantastically. So good job.
Thanks. Yeah, and to get into the honestly, you should find out the agent in that first 3 minutes. So yeah, I should have asked that question up front. Getting into the emotional side of this, there are definitely days as an agent and an ISA where you don't want to make calls. You don't want to take calls. The last thing you want to do is talk to someone else because it's been a rough day. But I think a bigger mindset piece you have to realize is every call can change your day, and it can change your stars. It can have a great call that you really connected with someone and make your day better. And the minute you want to start refusing to talk to people is the minute you're done in this industry, which really, you have to keep that mindset.
Well said. Thank you, Jim. Eric, you can close it up.
All right. Any last comments from the group? Nope. All right. Well, from all of us here at Leeds Geeks in Fargo and Seattle, Washington, we thank you for joining us and encourage you all to like and subscribe for more content. Thanks so much and goodbye.